today we are going to speak about how to get more clients through Google. Everyone's searching for you. Everyone's searching for your services, but they can't find you, most likely. I spoke to a couple of you, they are finding you. A lot of people, you're not being found. You're great at what you do, and nobody's finding you. So we're going to fix that today. Oh. Okay. So we're going to speak about how to dominate your local market using Google, and we're going to get into local service ads. Arguably, I would say one of the best ways to generate inbound calls for your firm without burning a ton of money on ads. Who here has burned money advertising in the past? I was expecting more hands. I think some people are probably lying. We are going to go through everything that we are using for our clients that I have learned over the last 5.5 years. I'm going to share the entire playbook for you. No secrets. Everything we speak about today, please go home and implement it and let us know how it works, because I can almost guarantee you, you will grow your business implementing these strategies today. On your table is a copy of my newest book. I'm super excited about it. I wanted to make sure everyone in the room had a copy. I want to make sure everyone in the industry has a chance to read this. So I have a bit of a selfish ask. If everyone could just hold up a copy of their book, I would love to get a picture of that. Actually, the lights are too bright, so I probably can't, but on the recording, everyone can see it. Please take that home, read it, let me know your thoughts, implement the stuff that's in the book. I guarantee you'll grow your business. So, what sort of results can I expect from the things that we're going to go through today? Well, we have a client, Robert CPA, using the strategies that we have, that we're going to speak about. He was able to generate 187 calls in the first 8 months. So about 23 inbound calls per month by using the things we're going to speak about today. How many of you are getting more than 23 calls per month right now for the services you offer? Okay, a few. I really wanted to see more hands. Shalini from Shalini Codial CPA, she implemented our strategies and brought in over 113 calls within the first 60 days of working with us using these same strategies. This stuff works. I'm super excited to put it in front of you so you can implement it, and please tell us how it's going for you. Lastly, we have Sean. I'm not sure if you guys saw our banner outside. Again, the strategies we're going to go through today, Sean implemented these, and he was able to generate over $125K of new revenue within the first 49 days of implementing these strategies. This stuff works. So before we get into it, there was a study done at Harvard and Cambridge. It's called the Avatar of the Entrepreneur. There's 4 images up there. We'd just love for everyone to take a quick look and think about the image that resonates with them the most. We have horses, eagles, dolphins, lions, and lionesses. So just take a second and show of hands, who are my horses in the room? Okay, only a couple. So horses represent community and strength. Who are my eagles? Okay. So eagles represent high achievers and being focused. Who are my dolphins? Okay. So innovative, creative, and a lot of initiative. My lions and lionesses, can you please stand up? Everyone stand up, the lions and lionesses. Everyone take a really good look at these faces. You're going to see them around the conference the next couple of days. Really important group. For my lions and lionesses, it's all about party, alcohol, and sex. I can't take credit for that one. Shout out to John Logar from Australia. I saw him do this at an intensive I was at. It landed, so I thought, why not try it here? Okay, so what are we going to get into today? 6 secrets to attracting local clients. Very excited about this stuff. So, number 1, the easiest way to get found locally so that more people are finding you and are able to work with you. We're going to go through that. The second thing is the hidden setup that makes or breaks your Google profile. I've spoke to a lot of you out there already. You have your Google profile set up, which is awesome. A lot of you don't. The ones who do have it set up, some of you are absolutely crushing it. Everyone in this room, before they go home, should have a Google profile at least started or start to set that up. We're going to speak about how to turn a few good words into reviews, and those reviews are going to turn into new revenue for your firm. We are going to get into fixing the number one thing that's quietly killing your ranking online. We are going to speak about how to get high-level calls, high-intent calls through your profile on Google without wasting your ad budget. We're going to go through a simple content strategy to generate articles and put things on your website that will help you rank. You guys saw an awesome presentation on AI earlier, so please utilize these things. Again, it works. And then to make this super actionable, I'm going to give you a 7-day action plan to leave with to implement all of the things we speak about today. So let's dive in. I will share the action strategy at the end of the presentation, so you can take pictures throughout, but don't worry, I will give you all of this at the end. Feel free to scan the QR code, email me, I'll send everything over to you directly. This will come up again at the end. All right, so who am I and why should you even listen to me? May or may not have noticed a bit of a strange accent. I am Canadian, so that's probably the first reason why you should listen. We're very trustworthy individuals. We can do that a little bit more if we want with the clapping. No, but seriously, we have helped over 200 plus accounting firms with these strategies I'm going to speak about today. We've helped them grow their firms, make them more visible, make it really easy for them to generate more revenue, which I'm sure all of you are looking for. More revenue, right? No? Okay. Perfect. My clients have generated hundreds of thousands of dollars and hundreds and thousands of leads through these strategies that we are going to run through. And we are behind the scenes of some of the top local searches for our clients in their areas. Meaning when customers are searching for your service, they are the ones showing up, not their competitors. So why is this even important to speak about? There's so much information out there about marketing. It's easy to get lost in it all. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, not sure what to do with it, what direction to go in. So if your firm isn't showing up at the top of Google, your competitor probably is. I didn't have time to change the slides. Your competitor definitely is. If you are not showing up at the top, your competitor is, and your prospects are going to them. This is why this stuff is so important. 76%, I think, percent of people who search for a local service on their phone visit within 24 hours. Whether they're visiting your website virtually, whether they're visiting your office, they're visiting because they're searching. So you need to be there. Otherwise, they're going to your competitors. You're turning away way too much business if you're not on Google for people to find you. Lastly, 87% of consumers read online reviews for local businesses. This is the number one best way to generate interest and trust with your potential clients. Everyone buys off of people they know, like, and trust. This is your way to do it online. Get reviews on Google. So, number one, the easiest way to get found on Google locally. This is, unfortunately, a lot of you. You're kind of 1 foot in the water, 1 foot out. Do you want to be found? Do you not want to be found? You're walking around with your high-vis vest, but you got camo pants on the bottom. I want everyone to have a Google business profile or Google My Business, whichever one you want to call it, and get your business verified. List the services that you offer so that people can find you. It's free to have. It doesn't take that long to get set up. It is a little bit of a pain trying to get verified, but get on Google. Your business will thank you. So Google Business Profile, I'm sure you guys have seen it before. When you go on Google and you're searching for a service, it's showing up in the maps. Think about, I was speaking with a plumber out here earlier. People are going to Google when they're looking for the service you offer. It's no different if it's home service or if it's accounting. If you're not showing up in the maps, in the top 3 or 4, people are not clicking on See More and going to the 5th page to try to find you. If you're not showing up in the top 3, you might as well not be there at all. There's ways to improve this that we're going to go through. Number 2, we're going to talk about how to set up your Google business profile in 7 quick, easy steps. And we're going to use the easy button for this today. So, number one, on your Google business profile, I really hope a lot of people in the room have this, but you're going to update relevant photos on your page. This isn't something you just update once and forget about for the next couple of years. Put a new picture in at least once a month. It could be a picture of the office, it could be a case study you have, pictures of yourself, pictures of your team. People want to do business with who they know, like, and trust. Another great way to do that is through pictures. You don't have to have insane pictures that are all, you spent a lot of money getting them taken. People want to know who they're doing business with. It could just be real photos, selfies from your phone. Number two is consistent reviews. We'll get into this a little bit more after, but you guys are arguably coming out of the best time of the year to get reviews for your business. You just came out of tax season. Whether your main service is tax or it's a secondary service, I'm sure everyone in this room just provided tax services or have someone they know who they did tax services for. Ask them for a review. Get your page covered in reviews. The third thing is having your correct address. This sounds so obvious, but you'd be shocked at how many businesses on Google don't have the correct information on there. People are wanting to find you, wanting to work with you, and then you're sending them somewhere else. They can't get in touch with you. And then updating your hours of operation. Again, super important. Make it so easy for your prospects to get in touch with you when you're there, so you can answer the phone, and when they say, hey, I need your services, you can provide that to them. Continuing on, number 5 is keyword-specific company description. There was a lot of talk earlier about AI. If you're unsure of what to put in here, you have writer's block. Go to ChatGPT, ask for some help, check it yourself, and then upload it. Think about what people are searching for your services and use those keywords in your company description. That's what's going to drive the traffic to your page. Updating your blog or updates, essentially, on your Google business profile. This is a longer form content so that you can have up to 1,500 characters speaking about the different things you offer. Every single week you should be updating this. Bare minimum once a month. Not enough people are utilizing this. It's an absolute hack to help your SEO. The last thing, link your social media accounts. Tie it back to where you want people to be going. A lot of people rely on social media in here. Again, make it super easy for people to find you. They're going to find you on Google first, and then they're going to go to your social media pages. More reviews. More reviews equal money. I spoke about this earlier. This is the best way, arguably, to generate that authority, to generate trust with strangers online who don't know you. How many, I asked this earlier, so if I asked you this outside, please don't share the answer. What do you guys think is the average amount of reviews an accounting firm in the US has on their Google business profile? 12. Okay, 12, 2, 5, 10. The average is 10. That's terrible. How many of you have just worked with a couple people coming up tax season? Probably more than 10 people you could email today and say, hey, could you leave us a review on Google? Show of hands. Perfect. Let's get more reviews. Let's get people trusting you and understanding what it is you do, so more referrals are coming in. Here's a screenshot we took. This client's doing really well. They have I think there's 28 reviews on there. They're doing a great job getting reviews. They're well above the average. But there's one thing they're missing, and they're not responding to reviews. And they're not being intentional with how they ask for reviews. Reviews are a really solid way to help your SEO. Inside your review, prompt your client to tell them what services they're in, the location they're in, and the services you provided to them. So, what does that look like when you jump in to respond to your clients on those reviews? Because everyone should be responding to your reviews. It's another great way to boost your SEO. Thanks for the kind review and for trusting us to be your go-to bookkeeping firm. When it comes to providing your monthly P&L, whatever it is, for your chiropractic firm, for your medical firm in Boston, use the location, use the service that you provided to them, and put that in your reviews. It's going to help your SEO. Now, I want to make sure everyone can leave here and get more reviews. Again, super actionable, so it's not just taking in information and doing nothing with it, because that's essentially a waste of time. So, what we're going to do, everyone can grab their review link from their Google Business profile. This will be in the checklist for later. You're going to grab your review link or download the QR code that Google offers on your page. You are going to pick 3 to 5 of your best clients who you just worked with. Don't email this out to 50 people overnight, because if Google sees you all of a sudden have 50 reviews and you didn't have any, they're not going to post them. You want to drip this stuff out. You're going to email those clients. Now, some of you might be wondering, what do I say to them? Maybe they say no. Okay, let them say no. You don't say the no for them. What you will say to them, feel free to take a picture of this. Again, it's in the checklist at the end. But hey, Bob, thanks again for trusting us with your monthly bookkeeping. It means a lot. If you feel we've added value, would you mind leaving us a quick Google review? You could add in there for your accounting or for your medical firm in Boston, whatever it is, and you put your link. You're going to get people responding back. And that's what you want. And drip these out. Send out a couple emails a week to current and past clients. Grow your reviews online so you have that trust. And then respond to all of your reviews. So important. So many people are missing this. This is a really important piece. Even if your reviews are old, go back and respond to everybody. Service, niche, and location. These are the things you want to be putting in your response. Why doesn't Google trust you, and how do we fix it? So, your name, address, and phone number, your NAP, this needs to be accurate. You need to think about Google as your primary source of truth. Everything that's on your Google business profile should be 100% accurate, and then focus on getting it correct on your Facebook, your LinkedIn, Better Business Bureau, wherever else you're listed, all of the other spots, then go back and change it. But have it 100% accurate on your Google business profile. Google looks at this, and if they can identify this as real, they're going to make all these connections everywhere else. This is a super important step that so many firms miss. It's insane how many places I've called, and it's the wrong number. We have a bit of a horror story. We have a client, he's in HVAC in North Carolina. Before he started working with us, we did an audit of his account, looked over everything, we checked out his site. What we noticed on his Google business profile, he had a number there. That's great. We called it, it's the business. We go on his website. He has 2 numbers on his website. We get them on a Zoom call. We're like, hey, what's going on here? Why do you have 2 numbers on your website, and where are they going? One of them was bolded. The owner comes on the call. He's like, I have no idea what that number is. I was like, where does it go? We called it. It was going to another HVAC company, in his location. He had no idea how long it was up there for. Maybe it was another company who helped him with his marketing in the past. He has no idea. The point is, you need to be checking your listings on your website, on your Google business profile, on Facebook. Anytime something changes, make sure you're checking for this stuff. He was spending all of this money on ads, wondering why they're not working. He's sending people to his website. It's not that ads weren't working. He was handing calls on a silver platter to another company. It's so important to check this stuff. So, how do we fix this? Kind of just spoke about all these things, but you want to update your Google business profile. This is your primary source of truth. Make sure this is up to date. Take the time, invest the 45 minutes to an hour to go through your Google business profile, make sure everything's correct, test it out, see if that is showing up properly, get in touch with Google support if needed when you make your updates if it's not showing. But on everywhere you think that you're listed, make sure this stuff is up to date. And then run a quarterly audit. Check this stuff once a quarter, every 6 months. Make sure that it's still all accurate. Build out the process. You can hand it off to another team member. It's really important this gets done on the front end, but then after that, make sure someone else on the team is doing this for you so that you're not sending traffic that you're working so hard to convert to another business. Because if someone calls you once and you don't answer, or it goes to a number that's no longer in service, immediately you've lost their trust. They're probably not calling you back. Who wants to learn how to never burn money on ads again? Show of hands. Yeah, it sucks. You work so hard for all of the money, and then you sign up with a marketing company, or you think, hey, I can figure out this marketing thing on my own, and you turn on Facebook ads, and you boost a post, and you wonder, why is this not working? It's a complete waste of money. Well, Facebook's a business. They want to take your money. And if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to waste a lot of money. So let's fix that today. Local service ads. How many people, show of hands, are familiar with local service ads? A couple? Have you guys used local service ads, those who put up your hand?
What do you mean by local service ads?
So local service ads, also known as Google Guaranteed Ads. They are the highest placement on Google. I'm going to get into how it works, but it's a pay-per-call model, meaning your ad can be displayed all week long. Unlike on Facebook, when your ad is being shown, if you don't get results, it still costs you money. Local service ads, you only pay per inbound call, and if it's not qualified, you can dispute that with Google and have a chance to get your money back. So this works so well for firms because you can get extremely qualified leads, but not only that, you're directly connected to people who have searched for your service and they're calling you. They're on the phone with the intent to buy because they're already problem aware. So there's 12 different categories with local service ads. The way it works, you get your account set up. There's some hoops to jump through. There's some verification. If anyone's got their Google business profile verified, it's an absolute pain. But once you're done, you're good to go. Local service ads is no different. You choose from the 12 different categories of calls that you'd like to receive for. These are the services that you're offering. You could have all 12 checked off. You could have one. Doesn't matter because you're only paying for the inbound calls. If your phone doesn't ring, it doesn't cost you any money. The other piece to this is you're choosing where you want your ad being shown. What's the radius? It is local, so you can't use this and think I'm going to run this nationwide. It's not going to work. You're not getting any calls. Keep it to like a 1 to 2 hour driving radius, depending on the size of the area that you're in. If you're in, downtown Manhattan, obviously it's not a 1 to 2 hour driving radius. If you're in a more remote location, 1 to 2 hours, that will work fine. When people are searching for your services and you're running local service ads, forget about all the SEO talk that people promise, like I'm going to get you on the top page and it's going to be great and people are going to find you. Google AdWords that are super expensive that people click on and then likely nobody does anything after because you paid for a click. Local service ads, you are jumping right to the top of the list. People are going to click on the phone number that Google gives you as a tracking number. Your phone is going to ring and they're going to say, hi, I'm looking for tax planning services. And you speak to them. They're already problem aware looking for that solution. If your phone doesn't ring, it doesn't cost you anything. You're showing up at the top. It links back to your Google page that has a ton of reviews because you guys just emailed everyone asking them to leave you a review. And then you're going to close a ton of deals just like Sean did, 149 grand in about 50 days. All from super high intent calls that were coming through. Now, there's a lot of ways to not run local service ads correctly and spend a lot of money. It's super important that you're answering every single call that comes in. Google wants to know that you're answering the phone, being super responsive. There's 3 R's that are really important when it comes to local service ads: responsiveness, radius, and reviews. How close in proximity are you to the individual who's called you? How many reviews does your firm consistently get on Google? It doesn't matter if your competitor has 200 reviews or 50 reviews and you only have 4. If you're consistently getting reviews and that other firm hasn't had a new one in a year, you're better off in Google's eyes than that competitor. And then the last thing, responsiveness. Google wants to make sure that you're answering the phone. They are trusting you to answer because this individual is searching for your service. Pick up the phone. If you don't, Google thinks you're busy. You don't need the call. They're going to drop you in the ad placement and show somebody else. But again, it's all a pay-per-call model. You can see Tax Planning Miami shows up right at the very top. Something that can work really well for this, if you don't want to be the one answering the phone, you're busy, running the firm, being the business owner, hire a dedicated appointment setter. $2,500 a month. You could have someone sit there. Their only job is to answer every single call that comes into your firm. Qualify them, get them booked in to have a sales call with you or your sales team. Is that helpful for everyone? Anyone have any questions on local service ads, real quick?
Do you recommend using a Google number or just another target?
Google's going to set you up with a tracking number. So that number that would be displayed there, that's how Google knows they're getting calls because they're a business, they're going to get paid. It's where you route that number after. That really doesn't matter. as long as you're picking up the phone. I suggest having a number, probably not just your cell phone, like connect it to a CRM so that you could, if you do miss the call, at least a text message can go out. Hey, sorry I missed your call, what can I help with? Just a quicker way to capture that lead's intent, because I know from personal experience, when I'm looking to have things done around the house, I can barely hang a picture frame, so anytime I'm looking for help, someone to come in to do a service, I'm going to Google, and I'm calling the person at the top of the list who has reviews, and it's whoever answers the phone is going to get the job, because I know I need this done. I have the money ready to go. If they don't answer, I'm moving on to the next person. It's no different when it comes to accounting. People want to get someone they can speak to. They want to see that they have some reviews, there's some photos that they look real, and then they want to work with that person who's at the top. So, yeah, great question. Any other questions on local service ads? Okay, cool. So, last thing we'll speak about is the simple content trick that's going to help you generate some content to post online. So there was a lot of chat earlier about AI. One of the best things that you can be using with this is ChatGPT to help write your articles to publish as a blog or update on your Google business profile. The things that we look for when we're writing for our clients, again, it's what we spoke about with the reviews: service, location, industry. My eyes are so bad I can't see on here. So tax planning, Massachusetts. When you're writing your long-form content, think about, where do I want new clients to be coming in for? This is all locally based, so when you're writing this, think about, where am I? What's the service I'm offering? Maybe what niche do I want to offer it to? Put that into ChatGPT. You have a 1,500 character limit on your articles in Google Business Profile. Utilize that to have a full article with all of your keywords for what people would be searching for. Tax planning for medical facilities in Boston. Top 3 tips every dental office in Chicago should know. And just litter your article with those keywords. Have it make sense. Review it. Don't just put up the first thing ChatGPT spits out. Make sure it matches your tonality. And then post it and put that out every week. Repurpose that content on your Facebook page, on your newsletter. Put this stuff in front of people to showcase you as the expert, so the next time they're thinking, who is that tax planner again I saw? Your stuff's everywhere. You're in front of them. You have that omnipresence. Same thing here with Luella, speaking about those 3 different pieces we were looking for. Ohio tax laws, construction business owners. Speak to who your ideal audience is. If you're trying to market to everybody, you're marketing to nobody. Zone in on who your niche is, where you're offering that service, and what service that you're offering. So, 7-day action plan to dominate your local market. Everyone ready to have a checklist to go home with to implement these things? Yeah. Okay. Not a lot of enthusiasm there. Thank you. Yes. All right. So, feel free to scan the QR code. When you scan it, just hit send. We wrote a pre-written email for you. Super easy. Just hit send. Personally, we'll email you later tonight, sending you the checklist so that you have it. Please implement these things. Please let me know how it works. I would love to celebrate these wins with you. So the first thing that everyone is going to do, they're going to create and claim their Google business profile. That's it. We're not trying to part the Red Sea here today. We're going to do a couple little things. Day 2, we're going to set up the Google business profile correctly. Again, we were talking about the photos, getting your listing put in there properly, your name, address, phone number. Day 3, we are going to get 3 to 5 Google reviews. Again, think about who have you worked with in the last couple months. Who can you email and just say, hey, would you mind leaving us a review for your medical firm? And then when they respond, when they leave the review, respond back to them. Ask them, hey, do you have any other friends who would love the same service that you're getting from me right now? Get a couple of referrals while you're at it. Day 4, you're going to audit and fix your listing. So you're going to start with Google Business Profile. Again, this is your source of truth. And then you're going to think, where am I listed everywhere online? Search for your business. See what comes up. Check your Facebook page. Check Instagram, LinkedIn, Better Business Bureau. If you're on QuickBooks as a pro advisor, anywhere you can think, make sure this is up to date. It's going to suck doing it. It's really boring admin work, but it's going to pay off and help you a ton. Day 5, you're going to generate your local content. So again, this is your articles that you're going to put on your Google business profile. You're going to go to ChatGPT. You're going to say, hey, this is what I want to speak to my ideal client about. Help me write these articles. Give me 2 months worth of articles. Make it SEO optimized. Make sure I'm shown as the leader in my space. I have all the authority. And see what it comes out with, and then look at it, review it, and if you like it, post it. But AI is as great as the prompts you give it, so make sure you're giving it good prompts for exactly what you're looking for. Day 6, you're going to set up your local service ads. I highly recommend using local service ads if you're looking to get inbound calls and you're tired of relying on referrals, or you don't want to wait for the organic strategy to kick in. All the other things we spoke about, organic, it works really well. It just takes time. There's no magic pill with this when it comes to marketing. Local service ads is a bit of a hack to skyrocket right to the top and get flooded with inbound calls of exactly who you're looking to work with. You will spend a bit of money on the front end. I will say there's a caveat to this. You need to train the algorithm on the type of client that you're looking to have. You will get a couple calls that maybe somebody who you're looking for tax planning and they're looking for tax prep. Well, guess what? The average business owner doesn't have a clue about accounting, so you're there to educate them. They just think, I need help with accounting, but you're looking maybe for IRS audit representation. That's the type of client you want. You have to educate your clients. This isn't as easy as other home service industries like plumbing, like HVAC. There's a little bit of educating to the client that needs to happen. But once you get over the hump of that, so you will spend a little bit of money. Once you get through that, you will get results like Sean. Again, 149 grand or 129 grand in about 49 days because he trained the algorithm to say, this is the type of client that I'm looking for. And now he's crushing. He just gets a ton of inbound calls every day with his exact ideal client. Then the last thing, you're going to hire a dedicated appointment setter. Again, you can find appointment setters. Their sole job is to sit there and answer the phone. Every single call that comes in, you'll never miss another call again. You set up your hours on local service ads to be your business hours, or you pay this person to just answer calls for maybe 12 hours a day. That's their only job. They can help out with some other things, but their sole focus is to just answer the phone. $2,500 a month frees you up. You don't have to do it. Your ranking climbs up in Google. You keep getting all the calls you need. You're never going to have to rely on inconsistent referrals again because you have so many inbound calls flooding your business. That would be the dream, right? Okay, I think that's the dream. As many inbound calls as you could handle. Final thoughts on all of this. You don't need more traffic, you need more trust. The best way to build trust is get on Google where people are looking, get your reviews there, look like a real business, and answer the phone when people are calling. Thank you.